Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday School. My name is Chessie Brenton, and I'm the Director of Children and Family Ministries at Manchester United Methodist Church. We're so excited that you're here to join us for more great Good Shepherd stories. During the month of November, we're going to talk about some new characters, maybe ones you've heard before, or they might be brand new, which is great. We're going to be talking about Samuel and Saul and David. And you know what is extra special about this month is that many times you will hear about Jesus being referred to as the ancestor of David. Before we get started with our story for today, I just want to let you know where you can find these stories after the 9:30 and 11 o'clock worship services on Facebook Live, and also through the Children and Family Ministry Facebook page. Remember, parents, these stories come with wondering questions, and these are wondering questions that I want you all to wonder together. Please try so hard not to answer them for your children. Enjoy wondering together. Again, we're so excited that you're here for our month of November, and we'll see you again. I'll be back again soon as we head into the end of November and we get started into Advent. Have a great Sunday. I look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.
Good morning and welcome to Sunday School at Manchester United Methodist Church. My name is Denise McCartney and I am going to be your Good Shepherd storyteller for today, and I'm going to tell you a wonderful story from the Old Testament in the book of Samuel about David becoming king. All of the words for today's story are inside of me. Will you join me in a moment of silence while we try to find the words to share this story today? Many years ago, the people of Israel asked God for a king, and Yahweh gave them a king, and the king's name was Saul. And Samuel anointed Saul with oil and put the oil on his head so that all of the people of Israel knew that Saul was their king. But God became sad and concerned that maybe Saul wasn't the best choice for king because he saw that Saul was not living the life that he wanted God's people to live. So Yahweh asked Samuel, to go to Bethlehem and find a man named Jesse, telling Samuel that there he would find a king. So Samuel travels to Bethlehem and finds the man named Jesse, and he discovers that Jesse has 7 sons. And so Samuel is convinced that he will find a king among these sons. But each time a son came forward, God said, no, not him. And so Samuel asked Jesse, do you have any other sons? Are these all your sons? And Jesse said, no, I have one more son. My youngest son David is in the field taking care of the sheep. So Samuel asked Jesse to please invite David to come and join them. And David comes and joins the group. And as he approaches, Samuel hears God say, anoint this one. He is the one. So Samuel pours oil on David's head and anoints him king. And many years later, when Saul died, David becomes the king. And the people of Israel believed they had never had a better king. I wonder what the brothers felt when David became the king and they weren't chosen. I wonder what David's father, Jesse, felt when he learned that his son David was going to be chosen king. and I wonder how it felt to have oil put on his head. We also have some wondering questions for our older children. David was the youngest of all the brothers, and according to Jewish law, the oldest brother is supposed to inherit, and David would have inherited nothing. So I wonder, did God love David more? Did God not love the brothers at all? David was anointed king, but he didn't go to the palace or become king for a long time. So I wonder what David said to his mother and father about what happened. And I do wonder whether David said anything to his friends and described to them what had happened. It is said that David is a man after God's heart. What do you think that means? And do you know anyone? Do you know a person who is a person after God's heart? Watch carefully as I put this story away and put all of these brothers back in the basket so that the next time you come to church and you wish to share this story with your brothers or your sisters or your families or your friends, you'll know how to use it. Thank you for joining us today for this wonderful story about David being made king. If you would like additional information, please go to the Manchester Children and Family Ministry Facebook page, where you can find coloring activities, coloring pages, and other additional activities. Thank you. We had a great time, and I hope to see you soon.